Hi there guys, the Lord Fudge here and welcome to Farming Simulator 2015. So what I want to do in this short video is just take a look at the basic game and then start a Let's Play series of this. But this is like the introduction to the Let's Play, so I'm not really going to do much farming as such. I'm just going to have a bit of a gander at the map, a bit of a gander at what we have here. So let's take a look. We've got obviously career, multiplayer, let's see. So there's a join and create function, tutorials. So same as what we had in Farming Simulator 2013. Nothing on forestry, however. Which I feel should be on there, considering it is the newest thing. Download mods will just come through Steam Library. 16 achievements, credits, and quit. So without further ado, let's quickly start a game. Normal difficulty. So we have Bjornholm and Westbridge Hill. So we have a Scandinavian area represents an important agricultural centre in the middle of the Nordic forest. Show Bjornholm's residents how a modern farm is run. This map also contains a tour that introduces the game's fundamentals. And then we have Westbridge Hills, which are, I guess, the same as from Farming Simulator 2013 Titanium Edition. So like I said, just want this to be a quick intro. Let's take a look at the vehicles, bit of the new interface, see what's going on. I have a little look at this already. I did have one recording actually that went completely down the bin because my microphone couldn't actually keep up with what I was saying for some odd reason. But here we are now inside Farming Simulator 2015, so looking around graphically, not too bad. I do have settings maxed out. This is it's pretty decent, looks very similar to Farming Simulator 2013. We got our house here, and one incredible feature that I thought, look at this, it's a steam room. So, that's cool. If only we could go inside there, but yeah, good old Scandinavian household. There's your main house then. You know, it's getting a bit chilly. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to head to my sauna. God, lucky fellas. What do I do for one of those? But anyway, looks like we have a harvester over here. On one field, I believe you start with 3 vehicles. So let me just check that. So if I hit I, and I'll just talk you through this actually. This new interface system. So instead of having the PDA, you now have this pop-up window that comes up showing you these different tabs. So you've got 6 different tabs at the bottom. We'll start with the overview. So you got your weather forecast, your news. So not really sure what we'll put up there. I haven't played the game long enough to find out what will, but I'm sure we will as this Let's Play continues. We've got our finances obviously, which needs to keep in check. We have our storage. So we've just got about 8 tons of everything. And they're the prices. So you've got a fair few different places. We've got windmill, transport, shipping office, grain elevator, freight yard, biomass, biogas. Okay, so you've got about 6-7 places where we can deposit our stuff. We also, which I think is a great addition to this part of the Farming Simulator series, is a filter for the map. So you can choose what kind of vehicles you want to see, instead of just, yeah, it's all very well having different symbols, but it was hard if you wanted to somehow get rid of that SP700 and there was a tractor on top of it. Now you can just filter out the tractors, go for tools, and then boom, there's the SP700. Nice and easy. And even more, you can just go and find the vehicle you're looking for by pressing that button, instead of having to filter through each and every one. Then, just like in the old Farming Simulator, we do also have our map view. So we have growth and fruit types. So those are the only 2, and we've got the same kind of colour indication showing us how ready our crops are. There we have animals. Looks like we've got the same 3 animals: chickens, sheep, and cows. So that's not bad. I guess we'll get onto that as the game progresses. Obviously, cows quite a late game thing. Chickens we can start away straight away. Statistics. So you can see we have played 0 minutes, 0 hours. We've played absolutely nothing. This is what we've done in the session and what we've done total. It'll be interesting to see what this will be like after a couple of episodes. So, now that we've done that, I'm going to guess P. P is indeed your shop, and it looks like, wow, this is a new interface. This is a much better interface than what we had on the last one. So we got a fair few things. Let's just go through. We've got sales, so if you just double click, it opens them up. So shall we just go through a couple of the big ones? So we got anything new? We've got trucks down here. Just have one man. I guess there's going to be a load of mods in there that we're going to put in. And don't worry, I'll be doing a Mods of the Week series as I did for FS 2013. So let's take a look at tractors here. So you got Hurleymans, Deutzers, Björers, New Holland, Ursus, Linders, Steyr, Same, Case IH, and we've got a big quad track at the end there. So we've got New Holland seems to be making a big resurgence in this one. So let's take a look at We've got a Comicus and Po Resin Liu, which is our current harvester, much better than that god-awful thing we had at the beginning of FS 2013 that pretty much the entire early game was spent just trying to get enough money to get a new harvester. But you can see that's worth 105 grand, going all the way up to 150. For some reason they put pounds after the numbers. Must be a bit of a bug. I'm sure they'll fix that up as soon as they realise it. But we got two big old cases there. Those look huge. 12,000 litre capacity. Let's take a look at their... Whoa, 45 foot. That's the kind of header you're going to be putting on the end of that. 41 foot. So that'll be pretty impressive. And of course we've got the big X. It's the 1100 this time. We've got different headers. Let's take a look at those. So those are 41, 45 feet. That is a big header. 13.7 meters. That is a big header. So let's continue through. We've got trucks, potato harvesting. Yep, same vehicles as we did. Beat, same vehicles as we did in Farming Simulator. Oops, in 2013. Dollies, tippers, ploughs. Won't really go through those. Take a look at the sewing machine. See if we've got anything interesting there. So yeah, oh, that one looks interesting. This Vederstad. So that's a new brand, definitely. That looks pretty cool. These horseshoes, oh, good big working widths. We want to get these big working widths. Loading wagons, manure spreaders. I guess loading wagons. Yep, those are the same ones. Forage wagons, good. Auger wagons. Auger wagons, these are new. So auger wagons, also known as chaser bins, are trailers that have their own screw conveyor. You can use them to store your crop and directly unload it into other trailers. So it looks like it's kind of like moving. It's a trailer that you put with your combine while tractors are continuing to send the wheat or your crop back to the farm. Then you got wheel loaders. We got one big wheel loader with all its various attachments. One big telehandler, or do we have more? Yeah, one telehandler with all of its attachments. Oh, big one. I've been looking forward to this quite a while. Forestry equipment. So you got this machinery cuts down tree stumps, transports logs, plants trees into the ground, can transport logs as well, breaks trunks into chips, transports logs, and cut down trees. So, I mean, if you're looking at all of those, you're looking at, what's that? 700 grand investment kind of thing, so that's going to be pretty intense. Chainsaws, £1,000. You can get started on £1,000 with old forestry. Gosh, and I'm looking forward to that one very much, I'm sure, as we go through this. And they've got cars as well, delightful, finally. You don't need to be driving everywhere in tractors. You can use your lizard pickup with a Q. And let's take a look at placeables. Same kind of stuff. We've got the washer, because obviously your tractors get dirty in this version, so I'm looking forward to seeing. And you can place trees. That's nice. You can give it a bit more customization level. Finally, let's take a look at animals. Yep, standard 3. So chickens have gone up in price, sheep have gone up in price, cows I think have also gone up in price. Everything seems to, I think if I remember, it was 20, 200, 2,000 in 2013, but I'll need to get back to you on that one. Let's take a look at baling tech. Square bales, round bales, baling trailer, auto stacker. What is this? So, that's interesting. So you can ferment bales into silage, which means instead of having to do that long, arduous process of biogas, you can just go straight in and start creating silage as soon as possible. And silage was a massive money maker in 2013. And finally, let's check out mowers. So similar mowers to the ones we had in the previous FS. So without further ado, let's take a look at a couple of the mechanics of the game. Jump into the tractor here and jump inside. So we do have a simple thing. Attach the header. Oh, honestly, I can't get over how much better this is than the harvester that you started out with at the beginning of 13. Unfold the harvester. Obviously controls in the top left, but I've played enough of these games to know what it's like. Nice little graphical bit there. You can see the exhaust fumes just distorting the light there. That looks pretty good. And let's begin harvesting and take a look at how this is. So there we are. Again, rear wheel steering. We've got tyre marks, and oh, doesn't that look good? Hell of a lot better than what it had in FS13. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be leaving us any straw behind. Doesn't really matter, seeing that we don't have any baling technology anyway. But it looks like if we press comma, yep, we'll be leaving straw instead. Good. So that is good. So what I'll do, hire worker. That old Jimmy there in the harvester continue harvesting the fields. I've only got a little patch of straw. Let's continue tabbing through our vehicle. So we have our tractor and trailer. Won't be needing that for a while. We might use this to do a bit of exploration in a minute. We have another tractor here. Let's take a look at the cultivating mechanics. So I know in all of the teaser trailers you saw a lot of the cultivating kind of stuff. So let's see how it actually looks when it's in game. So let's lower that down. and away we go. So another thing, you've only got cruise control level 3, and it seems to auto balance depending on what implement you have. But that does look a lot better, doesn't it? And it looks very similar. Oh my, I'm not very good at this whole cultivating malarkey. This tractor seems to be pulling all over the place. So I think that might be a new mechanic they've added as well, is that implements actually slow your vehicles down. So I think they've redone the physics engine slightly, because obviously the physics engine was brought into was rather notorious after, I mean, if anyone saw the NerdCube video, you'd have seen how he exploited that physics engine. So we'll put a worker on there, let him continue along his way. Let's see, where is he going? I have no idea. So might need a bit of an update there, but look, implement's getting dirty, so that dirtying mechanic has definitely been added. Let's hire the worker and send him on his merry way. But yeah, cultivating looks pretty good, both from inside and outside. And another thing I want to show you is just inside the cab, if you look down bottom right. Whereas in the old Farming Simulator, you didn't know you had this on-screen interface, you now have an in-cab interface as well, which works. So I think these little touches make a big difference. Finally we have, looks like our last tractor, our seeder tractor. Oops, my goodness. Here we go. So let's refill the sower. That looks like wheat that's growing over there, so I think we'll go for canola, because that's the crop that always makes the most money. But obviously you want to rotate through your crops, so we'll change that as I progress through the series. I wonder what that big tower is there. Oh, those must be our silos. Yes, that makes sense if it was. So they've just revamped those silos. Let's take him. We own field 29, 24 and 38, I believe, are the ones we own. Let's just check that. So 9 is the map button, and it springs up into there, and you've got the little coordinates top right, and you can see there all the different things. So what we'll do in a moment, once I've set this guy on his merry way as well, we'll take that spare tractor with the trailer and just have a little bit of a wander around the map. So let's hire this guy, take a look at the seeding mechanic. Okay, so he's going only 9 kilometers an hour, but again, graphically, looks pretty good. Tractor's getting dirty. I do love the fact that they did that. These little things really do make a big difference. Oh, and we have another tractor here. So this is the shop. So let's take a look at where that is. Can we go inside? Are they still using those massive cardboard cutouts? Can we go inside? Oh no. Not letting us inside this time. Looks like it's exterior only. See where we are. So we're bang in the middle there. There's a biomass heating plant as well. So I think that's the place where you want to sell your wood chips if you decide to chip your wood. But I'll be making a guide, etc. for all of these kind of things as we go on. So let's grab this tractor now and just have a wander. Where do we want to go? I think we might go to that village in the top right by the transport company and then head over to the lumber yard. Just so we can get a good feeling of what the AI in the game is like. So you do still have vehicles on the road. Let's take a look if they're as dumb and dim-witted as they were in the previous game. It does sound like I'm slagging off FS 2013 quite a lot, but don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the game greatly. It's just, in my opinion, it could have done with a bit more finishing. It's probably the best way to talk about it. So I'm going the complete wrong direction, so a complete illegal U-turn here. Excellent. There we are. Let's continue in the right direction now. Oh, did you see that actually? So I'll just do that again for you. So I drove off the road, got my tyres a bit dirty, drove back on the road, and you can see leaving tyre marks on the road as well. That's interesting. I wonder how long they'll last, and I wonder if the rain will wash it off in the game. Because that'll be interesting. I know these all sound like really basic things. Oh, you know, will the rain be wash off mud? Sounds like a given, but I don't know, it's these little things that FS 2013 were missing out on that I really am just quite interested to see if it'll do. Now, I'm half tempted to just cut across that field there. We'll follow the roads for the moment. You know, I don't need to get anywhere that urgently. You can listen to a bit more of my dulcet tones as we head over. What is that? That looks like a circus. My goodness. So they definitely want to buy something there. We'll go check that out on the way to Lumberyard, but first we'll head over to the transport company and the village. So missions is another thing that I noticed have been completely revamped. So whereas in 2013, is that truck ours? Sorry if I just going completely off track there, but if that is ours, let's take a look. Can we get in this? No? Ah, darn. That would have been delightful. Anyway, yeah, sorry, as I was saying, missions have been completely redone in this new farming sim. Let's cut across grass and leave the muddy tracks. Yeah! Yeah, so I get far too excited over the little things. Yeah, the missions have been completely redone in this farming sim. So if you look on the map, you can see these billboards. So if you just look over by the transport company and go directly below it at field 17, you can see that there's this kind of billboard, and on those billboards are the missions, and you go there and you accept them. So what we'll do, we'll go visit that mission in the town here at the moment. So the town's got a lighthouse, got a pleasant little thing here. We've got still people walking around. I'm not going to run anybody over, no. I'm not an evil farmer like that. Oh, excuse me. Oh, there we are, much better. Sorry, I'm a bit clogged up at the moment. But there we are, there's a mission board, driving wrong side of the road. Well, I'm from England, so that is the right side of the road, so let's park the tractor, and then we can do the rest on foot. So there we are, there's the tractor, and there is the mission notice board that I was talking about. So if we hit R, you can see that there's a double breakdown, which requires a front loader with a pallet fork. But there are missions which require you to meet a certain quota in terms of the amount of food grown. Pardon me. So you may need to collect 41 tons, for example, of wheat in a particular time frame and get some kind of monetary reward. So I'm not sure if that replaces great demands. I haven't come across a great demand yet, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. It just adds another mechanic, and I think it's quite a nice mission instead of always being a bloody lawnmower or something like that. So this is our sheep paddock, it looks like. Excellent. Yeah, instead of being a lawnmower or some kind of forklift driver, you can actually do some farming for your missions for once. But oh, looks like he's full. So I will just quickly unload his seed. Gosh, that does sound dodgy, doesn't it? So many damn innuendos one can find in farming that you just never expect. But do take a look at this. Oh, God, I'm missing it. You can see how the seed is being weighted depending on where it's being poured in the trailer. I know that's another little thing, but they've completely redone the mechanic of seed being put into trailers, etc, 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 and indeed seed coming out the pipe. So they've redone that animation. I think it looks a lot nicer, a lot neater than that kind of dust, that ethereal dust that came out of the harvesters in the old farming simulator. So this does indeed look a lot better. There we are. I think it's something like 4,200. Yes, excellent. So that is, I'm not sure what the oh, we're half full in the trailer. So again, I'll leave that guy there, and I'll continue back to other tractor here. Have another gander at our little Nordic village. Very Nordic indeed, you know. I've never been to Scandinavia. I'm not saying that this is what Scandinavia looks like. It's just you know, they've advertised it as Scandinavian. It looks remotely Scandinavian to the untrained eye, and I do definitely qualify myself as the untrained eye. Oh look, they've got trains on the side of the road. Nice little field access areas, stuff like that, little wooden avenues. But we'll head up over to the shipping office and then to the lumberyard and just take a look. So like I said, this first episode of the Let's Play is not really the nitty-gritty farming stuff. I just wanted to show you and indeed find out for myself what some of the bits of the map are. Because I've played probably about half an hour of this game so far, and judging by the amount of Farming Simulator 2013 I played, I can guarantee that I will enjoy it, and I hope that you will enjoy watching this too. But let's go check out this circus that caught my eye while we were on the way to our little Nordic village. No one's coming. Good, good, good. Just come into the circus. Can we go inside? That'll be delightful, wouldn't it? Right, let's take a look then. So we've got the little caravans on the outside, even with their little transit vans. Any noise? Anything? No, nothing. Just another cool feature. I guess maybe there'll be missions from there. You know, transport the peanuts for that elephant, like in the FS13 one. Actually, will be an elephant for once. So, let's take a look. Let's continue over up towards shipping office. Let's take a look. Maybe that's like a harbour or something like that. But it looks like a place where you can sell seeds, so I'm sure we'll be going there, and any great demand or something of the like. Nice little bridge here. Water looks very similar to what it did in 2013. So there's a shipping office. So in fact, it is just an office. It's just a shipping office. I know that's sounding disappointed, but at least it is. Oh, what is this? Massive lag. Yeah, I'm getting weird lag spikes for some reason. This is bizarre. I'm going to just quickly... My goodness. Well, that was weird. I wonder why it's doing this. My word, there's definitely nothing wrong with my rig. As you can see, it's been coping perfectly well for the earlier part of the video, but let's just get away from there. My word. But that's not the first time it's happened in the game. Now, I don't know if that's an optimization problem or something else. But let's just continue. My word, this is really bad. I'm just going to pause the recording, restart, and hopefully it'll reset. So yeah, it just looks like Fraps had a bit of a nightmare there when it came over to that shipping yard. I don't want it to do it again, so I think we'll steer clear from that place. Remind me not to record when we're travelling in that direction again. Okie dokie, so that was just a Fraps issue, don't worry, it shouldn't happen on your game. Now let's finally head over to the lumberyard. I wonder where actually you can plant trees, if you can do that anywhere, or if there's strict locations. Right, I'm just going to stop recording one more time. So yeah, sorry about that, I don't know why these massive frame rate drops are coming about, so I've decided to just up my recording frame rate, increase the file size, and that seems to be doing it actually. So yeah, no, like I was saying, I was wondering if you can actually deposit trees in a field, or specialist, can you just cut down any random tree? How does that work? I don't really know, but I'm sure we will find out. And once again, massive lag spikes. Get out the tractor, still a lag spike. This is absolutely bizarre. Right, just give me a moment. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Fraps had a bit of an issue there. Don't really know what's going on with it at the moment. I wonder if anyone else will be having this problem. But yeah, it just said that you can deposit your wood in that pond if you want to sell it. But it looks like there's a sell area over by the train as well. And that crane looks pretty cool. It doesn't have any cables, but I don't know how it's going to be a very good crane. Let's take a look now at this train. And what's that machine inside there? Oh, that looks just like a wood chopping train. Wood chopping machine. So there's the train. Can you get on? Nope. Nope. Okay. Fair enough. So yep, here we can sell wood as well. What's this exclamation mark do over here then? Okay, it doesn't do anything. Oh, in fact, send off train. Oh, I wonder what that'll do. Shall we? Oh my! Oh, the train's going. No! Stay with me! Frame rate as well, please! Maybe the train was giving me appalling frame rate. I don't know. Maybe that was just me. So yeah, that train just decided to leave. How odd. Anyway, I think I'll call the episode here, guys. I'll be putting one up as soon as possible, and I look forward to seeing you in the next bit. So if you did enjoy this, please do subscribe to me, and I'll be putting more content from Farming Simulator 2015 up as soon as I can. I'll see you all later.